Hello everyone, this is Rasulanjita. Today I am welcoming you all to our competitive nursing examination question pattern from the Department of Child Health Nursing. My first question, what is the normal neonatal heart rate? Students, see here the question is asking you about neonatal heart rate. Okay, so whenever we are discussing about the heart rate of the adult, the question is different, that may be different, but here you can see the first option is 120 to 160 beats per minute, 100 to 120 beats per minute, 160 to 200 beats per minute, and 80 to 100 beats per minute. So as you know, the normal neonatal heart rate is 110 to 160 beats per minute. But here in the option, though it's not there, so we have to put our idea that which option is asking about the normal neonatal heart rate. So see here in the option D, I am going from the option D. It is 80 to 100 beats per minute. So it is not coming under normal, that is 110 to 160 beats per minute. Then option C, it is telling you 160 to 200 beats per minute. So here it is the rate is high. So we cannot consider the C also as the normal heart rate for the newborn. The option D is telling you 100 to 120 beats per minute. Though 120 beats per minute, so that is also lab for the newborn. But in the option A, students, you can see 120 to 160 beats per minute. Though the normal rate is 110 to 160 beats per minute, so we can consider the option A is the right answer for this question, that is 120 to 160 beats per minute. One rationale I will add over here. Why the neonate having the high heart rate than the adult? As we people know, the neonates are more prone for the hypothermia, and their body needs immediate, means growth and development needs the blood circulation process. So for that purpose only, the neonates having the high heart rate during the hypothermia as well as for the rapid growth and development process. Then we will go to our second. So no doubts from this question, I hope. So we can go to the second question. Which one of the following is the first discovered vaccine? So the question is first discovered vaccine. First. So I have four options over here. First one is the chicken pox. Chicken pox. The second one is the rabies. Third one is the smallpox. The fourth one is the H1N1 flu vaccine. So this is a tricky question, so you can consider it, because in part which one is the first discovered vaccine. Here I will put the years of the vaccine discovered. So if we go to the chicken pox vaccine discovered, it has been discovered in the year 1960. The rabies, which has been discovered in the year 1885, and the smallpox 1796, and the H1N1 vaccine, which has been discovered in the year. So the option is the smallpox, though it has been discovered in the year 1976. So we can go to the third question. So my third question is, which among the following is added with ORS to control the diarrhea? So diarrhea control, the options are potassium, calcium, copper and zinc. So the fourth option, the zinc, so the answer will be the zinc. Why? Because the zinc is helpful for reabsorption of water, as well as it will prevent the persistence and recurrence of the diarrhea. So along with the ORS supplementation, we can add the zinc to the children for minimum 10 to 14 days for the persistence and recurrence of the diarrhea. So we can go to the next question. Cyanotic spell is seen in. So the question is asking about the cyanotic spell. So first of all, we will know what is the cyanotic spell. That is the bluish discoloration of the skin and the mucous membrane is known as the cyanotic spell. So the question is asking you about the one of the congenital heart disorder. So there are four options we can see. One is the atrial septal defect, ventricular septal defect, tetralogy of Fallot, and transposition of arteries. So here our answer will be the tetralogy of Fallot. Why? Because I have added the rationale to this option. So you can see you know the name is the tetralogy of Fallot because there are 4 things which is associated with the congenital heart disorder. So you can see here, one is the ventricular septal defect, overriding of aorta, pulmonary stenosis, as well as the right ventricular hypertrophy. So the 4 conditions are associated where there is the mixing of the saturated deoxygenated blood with the oxygenated blood. So the child you give him with the features of bluish discoloration of the skin as well as the mucous membrane, which is known as the cyanotic spell. So it is a common symptom in case of the children having the tetralogy of Fallot. So we can go to the next question. Trisomy 18 chromosome leads to which of the following genetic abnormality? It is also one of the genetical disorder. This is most important, very much time we can find this type of question in our competitive examination. So you can see here, first option is the Patau syndrome, second is the Down syndrome, the third one is the Edwards syndrome, and the fourth one is the Gray-Bichat syndrome. So which one will be the trisomy 18, which is responsible for which of the genetic disorder? So the option or the answer will be, we can go with our answer. So that will be your Edwards syndrome. Why? I will elaborate over here, because the Patau syndrome, which is associated with the abnormality of the chromosome 13, so it will not be the answer. Down syndrome, which is associated with the chromosome 21, which is also not our answer. Edwards syndrome, because it is associated with the trisomy 18, so this will be the right answer. And here I will add the Gray-Bichat syndrome, which is associated with the trisomy 5. So the answer will be the Edwards syndrome. So thank you all. Have a nice day.